Okay, thanks for coming today.
No problem.
Okay, let's introduce yourself, Logan and Adam.
Hi. My name is Logan. I'm 21 years old. I'm an international student in the United States. Both Adam and I went to cuisine for 5 weeks, and my major is I'm a mechanical engineer.
I see.
I'm Adam. I'm 20 years old. I also went to Kangaku with Logan here. We're originally going to school at SMU in Dallas, Southern Methodist University. I'm from Colorado, and my favorite thing to do is fly fishing. That's my thing.
Fly fishing.
Hi.
Oh,
Hi.
fishing.
I think Karamitai.
Oh, great,
Hi.
great. Hey, thanks for your introduction. Let's start with kanpai. Yeah, we have green tea.
Yes.
Hey,
Kanpai.
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 Yeah, you know that kanpai means like cheers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Usually Japanese people don't say kanpai for just tea.
Use over alcohol.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely. Then usually after the kanpai we say itadakimasu for starting to eat.
Okay.
For showing the appreciation for the cooks and foods. Okay, let's say itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu.
Okay. Is this first time to eat yakiniku or how many times?
This is my second time.
Second time.
I think it's also my second time.
Second time, both of you.
So.
So you know all of the foods on this table?
Oh no. Okay. Would it be this? Oh, is there an order for these? 'Cause I don't know.
Actually, we didn't order this. This is called oto oshi. Those are served for all the people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this kimchi?
Yes, kind of kimchi. Originally, this is Korean food. Yeah, a little bit spicy. We call it hakuteki.
Takuteki.
Takuteki.
By the way, Logan, where are you from?
I'm from Seattle, Washington. It's in the northwest of the United States, and it's a lot colder than Tokyo.
I see. It's July 17th, then it's summer in Tokyo, and it's 35 degrees Celsius outside. So humid.
So hot.
So hot.
So hot. In Kobe, did you go to Kobe for?
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Kobe Gu was really,
It was really good.
good.
It was really good.
Very
This
good
might be
seconds.
like second place.
This is second place for sure.
This
for
is like
sure.
second place. I like the thinner cuts.
Yeah, and you can just tell by how the meat is marbled that it's just going to be good.
Butter.
Seriously, it's wonderful.
I think American beef is more thick
Yeah.
and hard about the texture.
Yeah, it is. I'm not the biggest fan of American steaks, to be honest. I know I get a lot of flack from Americans for that. Like, I don't like hamburgers either. But I don't. I know.
Whoa.
I don't like
no,
hamburgers. I don't.
Whoa.
Never have. Never have. And I've had, McDonald's hamburgers. I've had gourmet hamburgers. It's just not my thing. But the beef here is really, really good. I like it a lot.
It's incredible.
And not just the beef, but the chicken and the pork as well. And the fish.
And the fish
Yeah.
and vegetable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've had one bad meal.
Yeah.
Bad meal.
I've
Not
had
once.
no bad meals in Japan.
No bad meal.
Some
all
meals.
All good.
Yeah. Some meals are fantastic. Some meals are good. Some are alright. None of them have been bad.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
One thing that surprised me though was about how good. What? That should be yours. That should be yours.
ありがとう。本当に。
It's okay. 本当に
Oh, okay, thank you. But the apples here are amazing.
apple.
Yeah.
The fruit.
Yes. They have blown me out of the water by how good they are. And that I think it blew me out of the water because I was not expecting that. I expected things like Kobe beef to be delicious. I expected, seafood to be delicious, pork to be delicious, and all those are true. I was not expecting apples, because where I'm from, Washington, is the biggest apple producer in the United States. So I'm used to having good apples, but the apples here are so good. And I told him yesterday when I was in Enoshima Islands, it's hot. I'm sweating a lot. I'm dehydrated. I had 6 bottles of apple juice, and it's so good every time. If you like apples, come to Japan just for the apples. Go to an apple farm, drink apple juice. It is wonderful here, and that has the American seal of approval.
Dingo otoko.
Seriously, this has made me a changed man. Because my favorite fruit in the States is watermelon. The watermelon in the States is amazing, but in Japan, it's apples, without a shadow of a doubt. And we even went to Matsuyama, where oranges are like their thing. I settled for the apples.
There you go. Leave it like that for like 6 seconds, and then probably good.
Cool.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm a total amateur when it comes to this stuff.
Kami. Paper meat.
Seriously, man. I'm sure it's good though. And so you just put it in here?
Yes.
Okay. It sticks so quickly.
It does.
Wow. Great.
Oh, flames. All right, you ready?
I'm ready. In 2 seconds.
Ichi, ni. Hey!
Hey.
All right.
Yeah.
Was it good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really good.
So good. Mm.
Let me get more egg on this one.
Mm.
We said.
Mm. Mm. Wow.
Yeah,
Very good.
Very good.
Very, very
that's the
good.
first time having that. It's very good.
Very good.
Mm. Yeah, in America, you cannot eat raw egg.
No,
Oh, I see.
never,
Never.
Never.
It's advised that it's very unhealthy for you.
It's salmonella.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. The
Mm.
virus.
Yes.
And does Japan not have that issue? Like with eggs? Like, is it? Because I mean, I can understand it being like just more common practice, but is there like genuinely no worry about salmonella here? Huh.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Oh. Oh, I see. It's a big difference. One more question for both of you.
Mm.
Which prefecture or which place was the best in Japan?
Well, I think for anyone traveling to Japan, especially if they have like a short period of time, because we're lucky we've been here for 6 weeks. If you're here for like only like a week or a couple days, I'd say just stick to Tokyo because there's so much you can do in Tokyo.
So much.
So Tokyo aside, I really recommend Kamakura and Enoshima Islands. I think both those places are beautiful, and there's a lot to do and eat. There's like food, there's a lot to eat there as well. The street food in Kamakura is great. The seafood in Enoshima Island is great. Enoshima Island has some really cool shrines that I like, and the scenery is just beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So that's my recommendation: Kamakura and Enoshima.
I think for me, it's tough because it would probably be the Kamakura as well. I thought Kamakura had the daibutsu was
yes,
very
So cool.
very cool. And there was another temple we went to. I don't remember the name, but it was very very cool. It was a very large temple. It was close to the daibutsu.
Yes.
Oh,
I don't know if you were with us.
I don't think so.
It was very cool, and they had a lot of great street food in
Yeah.
Kamakura as well. But for me, it has to be Niseko because again, I'm a big fly fisherman, and I'm from Colorado, so I also do a lot of skiing. And unfortunately this trip wasn't able to ski, but I know the skiing in Niseko is very very good. So I think if I was ever to move or live here in Japan, I would love to live there.
Yeah, I heard that Niseko is one of the top place for skiing all over the world.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Top 5.
Top 5.
Top 5? Okay. Wow, I actually did not know that.
Yeah.
One place that I'd also recommend if you're traveling to southern Japan, I really recommend Matsuyama.
Matsuyama.
Yeah, in Ehime Prefecture. I enjoyed it a lot.
I did too.
I think the things we did there were really cool. Like we saw Matsuyama Castle, and that was so cool. And I really like the scenery around there as well. You know, lots of coast, lots of nice forests. It was just beautiful, and I could see myself retiring there.
Yeah,
It seems like a great place to retire.
it does. It does
Because
actually.
Even in the summertime, it was not that warm.
I mean, it was warm.
It was warm, but not like here.
It wasn't like here. It was the weather
Yeah.
was much nicer.
It feels like it's a lot more temperate, and I like temperate. I don't like huge winters, huge summers like Dallas has.
Yeah.
Trains are huge in Japan. I mean, people here don't travel by car mostly; they travel by train, especially in Tokyo. It's cheap. It gets you there quickly. The only problem is it's crowded.
Yeah.
It can be really crowded, especially at night. Oh man.
Yeah, those are very organized.
Incredibly organized.
Yeah.
It's the cleanest public transportation system in the world, and it's not even close.
So crazy.
Not even close.
Like the light rail system in Seattle. Every single time, it smells like pee.
Denver doesn't have one.
Really?
No.
Oh wow.
We have actually that's not true. We have RTD, but it only goes it's like one line.
Okay, same thing with the light rail. It goes from North Seattle to the suburbs in the south, in the airport. But no, it has to be like 10 times, 15 times as dirty. New York subway system is gross compared to Tokyo's. I love the trains and the buses here as well. The public transportation in general is just good. If money is an issue, don't go to one of the cities, like the bigger cities. Tokyo is very expensive. Osaka is very expensive. Kobe at times if buying beef is very expensive. But you can live like a king in places that aren't cities for very, very cheap. And the food is the same. The scenery is beautiful. Especially like coastal. Like, if you really want someplace cheap, go to Matsuyama. I know I'm like speaking of Matsuyama a lot, but I didn't spend that much money there. I think we were there for 3 days. I spent less than $70. Granted, I didn't have to pay for a hotel, but everything else, food, everything, less than $70.
I would say, I would disagree. I think you could definitely go to Tokyo and the big cities. You just kind of have to pick and choose your battles. I think that all of the convenience stores here give you very cheap and very good food. Like 7-Eleven in America couldn't be 7-Eleven in Japan. It's not the same. But there's also a bunch of cheaper chains that you can go to that have really good food, like Ichiran or Sukiya, or there's tons of different places where you can get food for really cheap. Obviously, they're gonna have those high-end restaurants. And you're gonna have to avoid those, but I think you can totally get by, especially a trip in Tokyo. Super cheap. There's a bunch of cheap hotels. They have capsule hotel options. They have really cheap, smaller room hotels. So there's definitely ways to get around that. And if you're planning a skiing trip, I was doing the math on that actually. It is cheaper for someone in LA to fly to Niseko, Japan and ski in Niseko, Japan than it is to go to Vail, Colorado. it is cheaper by like $400
Wow.
cheaper.
The only problem is it's a very long flight.
It is, but if you're looking to save some money and to go to Japan,
Yeah, might as well. And yeah, I do agree that Tokyo itself is a lot cheaper than cities in the United States. I think that's. But I was on the pretext like this person's broke.
yeah,
If you're broke, go to the countryside. But if time's an issue, go to Tokyo. Everything is there.
Yeah.
Tokyo is an amazing city. And even things like the Sky Tree and the Tokyo Tower, you can see everything. They're so cheap.
Yeah,
I think the Sky Tree was what, 1,200 yen?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty
that?
cheap,
Yeah.
and Japanese omotenashi is very good. So when you pay $20 to get into a place, they make it like worth your
it.
time. Like you're
Very
paying
worth it.
$20 and you get a full experience for that $20. They make sure you're not wasting your money, no matter where you go here.
And I do want to echo something Adam said. The convenience stores here, you can get lots of good like food, just like for like breakfast food,
Breakfast.
less than $2.
Yeah.
And one day I was shrine hopping. Okay, we haven't mentioned this yet. The shrines in Japan are amazingly full. Visit as many as you can. But I was shrine hopping from Nishinomiya to Kobe, and I hit up this hole-in-the-wall tonkatsu joint. I got this huge set of tonkatsu and karage's fried chicken for less than $6. And in America, it would be $15, easily $20
yeah.
maybe. The food here is so much cheaper, and you can eat like a king.
You definitely, things you're gonna avoid is Kobe beef, and there's a lot of like expensive sushi restaurants. But if you want sushi, Japan is the best place because you can go to kaiten sushi, which is conveyor belt. Very cheap sushi. I mean, you can get 2 pieces of nigiri for like $50. Like it's really cheap.
And one thing you should know, especially being in America, the sushi in Japan is mostly not sushi rolls. It's mostly sashimi.
Yes.
I was like, this isn't sushi, you know?
Yeah, it's different.
It's different, but still very good.
It's about time. Then we Japanese say "gochisousama deshita" end of the eating.
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
ごちそうさまでした。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございました。
I think I talked too much.
No, it's okay.